From 1962 to 1985, witness a coin's transformation. Uncover the distinct histories behind these pennies and see how subtle changes spark big collector interest. In 1962, America's streets hummed with the rhythm of change as the familiar copper penny quietly circulated in every hand. At the Philadelphia Mint, a place where tradition intertwined with the precision of modern machinery, thousands of these coins were born under exacting standards. Yet amid the controlled chaos of production, a rare misalignment occurred, a subtle, almost ghostly doubling in the impression of Lincoln's profile that few would ever notice. This coin, struck in an era defined by both progress and lingering echoes of the past, would soon reveal itself to be far more than a simple piece of currency. A devoted collector, long fascinated by the minutiae of numismatics, discovered the anomaly almost by accident. While examining an otherwise unremarkable assortment of pennies gathered over years of careful collecting, an unexpected detail caught the eye. There, under the lens of a magnifying glass, the venerable visage of President Lincoln appeared twice over, a faint, secondary image overlapping the primary portrait. This doubling was not a deliberate design but the result of a momentary lapse in the minting process. The error, so delicately wrought that it bordered on the imperceptible, ignited a spark of wonder in the collector's heart. It was as though the coin carried with it the secret of a fleeting moment when human error and mechanical precision briefly converged. In delving into the coin's history, the collector uncovered layers of context that explained how such an error could occur. The records from the Philadelphia Mint of that year told a story of heightened demand, where the pressure to produce vast quantities of coins had occasionally pushed machinery to its limits. On one particular day, a miscommunication between the technical operators and the design team resulted in a minute shift of the die during the striking process. This shift produced a doubled impression, a near duplicate of Lincoln's features and the surrounding inscriptions. The error was not immediately apparent. Only those with a keen eye and a passion for detail could detect the subtle overlay that gave the coin its unique character. As the news of this rare misstrike began to ripple through the community of coin enthusiasts, the value of the error penny started to evolve in unexpected ways. Initially, many dismissed it as a minor flaw, an imperfection born of human fallibility rather than a treasure of numismatic significance. Yet, as experts compared the coin against thousands of its flawless brethren, it became evident that this particular specimen was an anomaly, one that carried with it the weight of an entire day's mishap. Gradually, whispers in specialized journals and quiet debates at coin clubs revealed that error coins like this one were far more desirable than their ordinary counterparts. The doubling effect, so delicate and easily overlooked, had transformed the humble penny into an artifact of intrigue, its worth rising with each new piece of corroborating evidence. The journey of discovery for the collector was as much an emotional odyssey as it was an intellectual pursuit. Every time the coin was held up to the light, a mix of astonishment and reverence stirred within, a quiet thrill at holding a piece of history that had been shaped by a rare imperfection. Late nights were spent poring over archived mint documents and connecting fragmented anecdotes from retired mint workers, each new detail adding depth to the coin's backstory. The collector found that the error was not merely a manufacturing mistake but a snapshot of a moment when the relentless march of production was momentarily interrupted by the unpredictable nature of human endeavor. In that instance, a fleeting misalignment had imbued an ordinary coin with an extraordinary narrative. Amid the mounting intrigue, further investigation uncovered an unexpected twist that deepened the coin's mystique. Buried within a set of internal memos was a reference to a brief malfunction in one of the mint's essential pieces of equipment. For one day only, a technical glitch had caused the die to shift slightly during the striking process, a misstep that had been hastily corrected in subsequent production runs. The error was not an isolated incident, rather, it was the visible trace of a single, anomalous moment in an otherwise unblemished production schedule. This revelation sent ripples through the numismatic community, as it confirmed that the doubled impression was the direct result of a documented malfunction. The coin's error, once dismissed by some as a mere curiosity, now stood as a testament to a day when a minor technical failure had forever altered the fate of a single penny. The physical characteristics of the coin spoke volumes of its troubled genesis. Observers noted that the doubling of Lincoln's features was accompanied by a barely perceptible shift in the lettering along the coin's edge, an imperfection that lent the coin an almost artistic quality. It was as if the coin had captured a layered moment in time, a delicate overlap of impressions that evoked the simultaneous presence of two Lincolns, each silently bearing witness to a moment of imperfection. This unique characteristic not only underscored the coin's rarity but also sparked a broader debate among collectors and historians. Was the coin merely a flawed product of mechanical error, or had it inadvertently become a piece of art, a relic that celebrated the beauty of imperfection in an age of mechanization? The evolution of the coin's market value paralleled the deepening appreciation of its historical and aesthetic significance. In the early days, the error was undervalued, its subtlety causing many to overlook its potential. Yet as word spread and more collectors began to verify the coin's provenance through independent research, auctions began to feature the error penny with ever-increasing anticipation. Offers and bids soared as the coin's rarity was recognized as a symbol of the unforeseen interplay between human error and technological precision. Collectors, drawn by the allure of owning a tangible piece of minting history, came to regard the coin not merely as an oddity but as a coveted treasure that encapsulated a unique chapter of American industrial heritage. The unfolding story of the 1962 era penny was as much about the serendipity of discovery as it was about the evolution of value over time. Each new detail uncovered added layers to its legend, a legend built on the intricate dance between meticulous production and the unpredictable nature of error. The coin's journey from an ordinary circulating piece to a sought-after collector's item was a quiet reminder that even in an era dominated by precision and standardization, beauty and value could emerge from the most unexpected places. In this singular coin, the mundane act of minting had been transformed into an extraordinary narrative, a narrative that would continue to captivate and inspire those who believe that every mark, no matter how small, held a story waiting to be told. In the mid-1980s, the U.S. Mint was churning out millions of pennies with a precision born of decades of industrial mastery. The 1985 Lincoln cent, with its distinguished portrait of President Lincoln on the obverse and the dignified image of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, was designed to be a symbol of everyday commerce and national heritage. Yet, amid the relentless rhythm of minting and quality control, a fleeting mechanical lapse produced a coin that deviated ever so subtly from perfection, a misaligned die left behind a double impression that would soon captivate collectors and historians alike. A seasoned numismatist, whose lifelong passion for coins had led him down countless alleys of auctions, estate sales, and dusty collections, stumbled upon this anomaly purely by chance. While methodically sorting through a box of seemingly ordinary pennies, his practiced eye caught a detail that defied the norm. There, nestled among the millions of uniform coins, was one that bore an echo, a duplicate, almost ghost-like rendering of Lincoln's profile that overlapped the intended design. At first, the collector questioned his own vision. Had he really seen a second impression, or was it merely a trick of the light on an otherwise standard coin? The closer he examined the coin under a magnifying glass, the more it became evident that this was no mere optical illusion, the error was genuine and striking in its subtle imperfection. This discovery ignited a slow-burning fascination that soon transformed the coin from a trivial piece of everyday currency into a storied relic of numismatic lore. What began as a minor irregularity on an otherwise flawless coin was gradually reinterpreted by experts as a serendipitous accident, a moment when the normally stringent quality control had faltered ever so briefly. Whispers of this error spread through coin collecting circles, and soon the once dismissed misstrike began to attract the attention of seasoned experts and casual enthusiasts alike. Rumors emerged that this double-struck penny might not have been a random error at all, but rather the result of an unexpected misalignment in the minting machinery that had, for one precious moment, allowed history to leave its own signature on a coin. As research deepened, the coin revealed more of its enigmatic character. The extra impression, while subtle, created an interplay of shadows and fine lines that lent Lincoln's familiar visage an almost otherworldly depth. The overlapping images did not simply duplicate the design, they added an unintended texture, a delicate layering that gave the coin a tactile quality and a visual complexity unseen in standard issues. Some experts even noted that the double impression bore a faint resemblance to design elements from earlier eras, a whisper of the meticulous craftsmanship that had defined 19th century minting. In this accidental convergence of modern production and historical homage, the coin took on a dual identity. It was both a product of industrial efficiency and an unintentional work of art. The collector, compelled by the mystery and the growing lore surrounding the coin, embarked on a quest for deeper understanding. He pored over mint records, scoured archival documents, and reached out to retired mint employees who still remembered the hum and clatter of the production lines. In one revealing conversation with a veteran technician, he learned of an unusual incident on the day the coin was struck, a momentary misfire in one of the minting presses that caused a temporary misalignment of the die. According to the technician, the error was corrected almost immediately, and production resumed as normal. Yet, in that brief lapse, a handful of coins emerged bearing the accidental double imprint. In a twist that further deepened the coin's intrigue, the technician recalled that one vigilant quality inspector had recognized the anomaly's potential significance and discreetly set aside a few specimens. This revelation suggested that what might have been a mere manufacturing flaw was instead preserved as a silent testament to a moment when chance intersected with human oversight. As months turned into years, the coin's story spread beyond local collecting circles, drawing the attention of auction houses and specialized numismatic publications. Initially valued at a modest premium over its standard issue counterparts, the coin's worth began to climb steadily as more collectors confirmed its authenticity and unique character. Its price became a moving target, reflective not only of its scarcity but also of the deepening narrative that imbued it with meaning. Auctions where the coin appeared were hushed affairs filled with anticipatory murmurs. Bids soared as experts debated the significance of its layered design and the singular historical context from which it emerged. With every new discovery, every additional piece of archival evidence or first-hand account, the coin's value was reassessed, its rarity becoming ever more apparent. The evolution of its worth was as unpredictable as it was riveting. At times, the coin was seen as a minor curiosity, its extra impression a mere anomaly in a world of meticulously crafted currency. Then, with the emergence of compelling research and verified provenance, its market value spiked dramatically. Collectors began to see it not just as an error, but as a dynamic artifact whose worth was inextricably linked to the story of American industrial progress and the human element behind mass production. In the quiet halls of auctions and in the pages of specialized journals, the coin was discussed with a mix of admiration and disbelief, a humble piece of copper that had transcended its original purpose to become a beacon of unexpected history. Every time the coin was examined anew, its layered details revealed more than the eye had first discerned. The double strike, initially viewed as a minor blemish, evolved into a symbol of the unpredictable nature of technology and the serendipity of human error. The overlapping images of Lincoln's profile served as a metaphor for the layers of history that can accumulate in even the most mundane objects. In a subtle interplay between intended design and accidental overprint, the coin seemed to challenge the conventional wisdom that perfection was the sole measure of value. Instead, it whispered of a beauty found in imperfection, a reminder that even the smallest flaw could capture the imagination and transform a common item into a timeless piece of art. As the years passed, the coin continued its quiet journey through the annals of numismatics. It found its way into private collections and museum displays, each exhibition further cementing its status as a symbol of unexpected legacy. The collector who first discovered the error, once a humble enthusiast with a passion for history, watched in awe as his accidental find became a focal point of scholarly debate and collector fervor. Every auction, every feature in a numismatic journal, and every conversation among experts added new layers to its narrative, a narrative that was as much about the evolution of technology and quality control as it was about the enduring human capacity to find meaning in mistakes. In the end, the 1985 U.S. penny error was far more than a manufacturing oversight. It became an emblem of the delicate balance between precision and imperfection, a silent chronicle of a single moment when a machine's misstep gave rise to an artifact that bridged the gap between eras. The coin's journey, from a mundane piece of circulating currency to a coveted relic cherished by collectors, stands as a powerful reminder that history is not always forged in grand gestures. Sometimes it is the quiet, accidental details, the subtle overlaps, the fleeting misalignments, that hold the richest stories and the deepest allure.